ItzAWrap, yo. We feature all local, independent, underground artists. When I say local, I just mean local. Like the ones that live next door to you that you ain't heard yet. Feel me? Yeah, the slept on motherfuckers, the overlooked ass dudes, the underrated, the ones that's finna be legends, son. You know? Without too much more fucking talking, it's a wrap, yo. What's good, family? How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's having a beautiful night. We going stir crazy yet? Cabin fever? Better get in them closets, bust out the Monopoly games, shoots and ladders, life. Isn't that ironic? Talk about busting out a board game of life right now. It's crazy. Stay up, fam. You know what I'm saying? Just be easy. What are we gonna do? Right now we got Factor50. Now we played this in the live stream last night, but want to get a reaction up to this. Now it's not a first reaction, but you feel me? Because we listened to it last night. But everybody was like, yo, that's fucking dope, right? So let's do my man proper, right? Shit, this Factor50, this joint is about 6 or 8 months old, I believe, and he just messaged me and said, yo, check this out, man, just listen. I was like, alright. I'm glad he linked me, because you know what I'm saying, it's a message, man. It's a message. So we're here for that, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that thing. Let's go, fam. Retrospect. One moment, fam. One moment. Let's just pull up something real fast. Oh, try to be real fast. We'll try to be real fast. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Retrospect. Definition of retrospect: a review of or meditation on past events. Reference to or regard of a precedent or authority in retrospect in considering the past or a past event. So, we know what retrospect means now. Let's go.
So this is it, if this is as good as it's gonna get. If you could travel back into retrospect, would you have took more and given less? Would you still play your thoughts, would you second guess? Would you still play the fool just to get respect? Would you doubt your own dreams and your intellect? Or would you focus more on you and forget the rest? I've never been the guy that wants to swallow his pride, but every now and then I try and toss it aside. There has to be a point you step back and reflect and learn a lesson or two when you lurk into retrospect. Accept it and learn a lesson from retrospect.
My man is like saying, man, when you look into retrospect and you come to that realization, like, you know, would you have done things differently? You know what I'm saying? Would you have given less and taken more? Think about it. Use that
retrospect as a tool to make a change.
When a friend makes a switch to an enemy, especially the ones you once considered a remedy. You're in a dodgy position, if family like you and everything, but they don't wanna know, so it fucks with you mentally. Do you run the course over something that'll jog up their memory, or do you add a little spine, try and tear up their legacy? An imbalanced brain chemically ain't gonna show you no empathy, especially when they're convinced you're the problem. Bad energy, a bad investment, acting like you stolen cash, molested. No friend requested, block delete, numbers not connected. It's got pathetic when it's not the thing that you expected. You showed support when nobody else was even interested. I guess it's always been shit as you think. They pick it up, then they mush that freaking shit in your face, laughing their ass off as they're quickly scooting away. Fuck them off, promise you won't let it happen again, forget them. So this is it, if this is as good as when a friend makes a switch to an enemy, especially the ones you once considered a remedy. Even a
How do you act when your friends switch to your enemy, especially the ones you thought was the remedy?
You position their family like you and everything, but they don't wanna know, so it fucks with you mentally. Do you run the course over something that'll jog up their memory, or do you add a little spine, try and tear up their legacy?
Do you run the course and try to jog up their memory? Or do you dig up some swine and try to tear up their legacy? Looking back, you know?
Advanced brain chemically ain't gonna show you no empathy, especially when they're convinced.
An advanced brain chemically ain't gonna show you no empathy.
It should have problem, bad energy, a bad investment, acting like you stolen cash, molested. No friend requested, block delete, numbers not connected. It's
friend requested, but delete, numbers not connected.
got pathetic when it's not the thing that you expected. You showed support when nobody else was even interested. I guess it's always been shit as you think. They pick it up, then they mush that freaking shit in your face, laughing their ass off as they're quickly scooting away. Got pathetic when it's not the thing that you expected. You showed support when nobody else was even interested. I guess it's always been shit as you think. They pick it up.
I guess it's always been the shit that you think.
Then they mush that freaking shit in your face, laughing their ass.
Then they pick it up and mush that freaking shit in your face.
Off as they're quickly scooting away. Fuck them off, promise you won't let it happen again, forget them.
Laughing their ass off as they watch you scooting away. Fuck them all. Don't let it happen again. Retrospect.
So this is it, if this is as good as it's gonna get. If you could travel back into retrospect, would you have took more and given less? Would you still play your fool, or would you second guess? Would you still play the fool just to get respect? Would you doubt your own dreams and your intellect? Or would you focus?
Would you still play the fool just to get respect?
More on you and forget the rest. I've never been the guy that wants to.
Would you doubt your own dreams and your intellect? Hold on.
Your intellect, or would you focus more on you and forget the rest? I've never been the guy that wants to swallow his pride, but every now and then I try and toss it aside. There has to be a point you step back and reflect and learn a lesson or two when you look into retrospect.
See how it keeps saying movement backward? The first one is I'm not sure what he's trying to. Progressive adjective. An act, movement backward. A reflection.
Over the years you learn some valuable lessons. Some disguised as a curse, the others dressed as a blessing. The ones that define who.
Over the years you learn some valuable lessons. Some disguised as a curse, others dressed as a blessing.
You are the ones you're suppressing beneath the surface. They arise in your own therapy session. You can air them to the world or leave them burning in the basement, but in the end, it only puts a strain on limitations. The things you can achieve when you push your imagination is amazing. You'll outdo all their expectations. I don't mean to.
Ooh, the things you can achieve with your imagination outdo all their expectations.
Preach or even act like I'm some sort of mystic. I just like to teach experiences to keep you optimistic. But there's a characteristic missing when you peer from a distance. You take your facts you're living and compare them to the fiction. You find yourself wishing on the things you think.
You take the facts that you're living and you compare them to fiction.
Your missing friends become enemies and they become the competition. So add them to your list to make it part of your mission to prove them wrong.
Those friends that became enemies. Hold on. That was dope. That was dope.
I don't mean to preach or even act like I'm some sort of mystic. I just like to teach experiences to keep you optimistic. But there's a characteristic missing when you peer from a distance. You take your facts you're living and compare them to the fiction. You find yourself wishing on the things you think you're missing. Friends become enemies and they become the competition. So add them to your list to make it part of your mission to prove them wrong.
Those friends that become your enemies, they become your competition.
If you got a list of foes, keep stacking them up. Use them as motivation when you're trapped in the mud.
If you got a list of foes, keep stacking them up.
If they got a can of worms, let them open it up. Put some salt in their wounds and fucking sew it back shut.
Got a can of worms, man, open it up. I'll put some salt in their wounds and then sew it back shut.
That they hate you, see you do something you love. Always do yourself, let them keep on holding that grudge. Never feed the man that's right to your fucking packed lunch. Cause even with clean hands, they still mash up your grub. The truth is that it's never totally far from the facts. My experience of the past, like they'll always come back. Like goddamn man, that time, you remember that? So this is it, if this is as good as it's gonna.
Them thoughts always come back like goddamn man, remember that time? Remember that? That's retrospect.
Yeah, if you could travel back into retrospect, would you have took more and given less? Would you play your first thoughts or would you second guess? Would you still play the fool just to get respect? Would you doubt your own dreams and your intellect? Or would you focus more on you and forget the rest? I've never been.
Would you play your first thought or would you second guess? Would you still play the fool just to get respect? Would you doubt your dreams and your intellect? Or would you focus on you and forget the rest?
The guy that wants to swallow his pride, but every now and then I try and toss it aside. There has to be a point you step back and reflect and learn a lesson or two when you're looking into retrospect. Accept it and learn a lesson from retrospect. Retrospect.
We don't gotta listen to a whole minute of the beat. Pretty sure that was the end of it. Ain't nothing left of this, I don't think. So this dude's gonna easily become one of my favorites, man. This dude obviously, man, can send a message covered in bars. He's got some crazy ass energy. This beat was really, this was a vibe, bro. And the beat definitely created that antique, like vintage, nostalgic feeling that you would feel when you are looking into retrospect, you know. So I feel like the beat perfectly matched the concept of the song. The lyrics were definitely on point. The message is there, clear. You know, when you know you're looking into retrospect and you see them things, man, learn. You know, didn't I like this last night? Sorry about that, bro. I would have came through and liked it because I plan on listening to this a lot. So, bro, are you engineering your stuff, or let me see what's in the description of this. Hip hop storytelling vibe about friends who suddenly switch. Okay, so it's on Spotify. Yeah, definitely a sick flow. Yeah, man, this is solid. This is definitely solid, yo, fam. I'm gonna drop them links. You know what to do with them. Touch them links up. Slide over, show the homie some love. Box in them buttons. Bong, bong, bong. Like, subscribed, notified. Do that thing, do that thing, do that thing. Yo, family, thanks for rocking with me and Factor50. We're gonna be right back with some more bangers. It's a wrap, yo. Peace!